Hello! Welcome to a very big box, very heavy box too. This, my friends, oh look, cool, I'm gonna box it that way. This, my friends, should contain 2 books signed by George R.R. Martin, courtesy of the Strand, the bookstore out in New York City. One of which being Fire and Blood, the other of which being The Rise of the Dragon. So, oh, this is big. I knew it was big, but man, it's still big. If you're not familiar with George R.R. Martin, he is a wonderful science fiction fantasy author, man behind most popularly Wild Cards. Just kidding, Wild Cards is fantastic though. Most popularly being The Song of Ice and Fire, which may or may not ever be finished. Whoa! Look at that signature. Big signature for a big book. So instead of publishing The Winds of Winter and finishing that, he's been working on a lot of other things, although I don't know how much he was actually involved with this. As you'll see, it's also co-written by Elio M. Garcia Jr. and Linda Antonsen, who probably did most of the writing. Or maybe they did the illustrations. I don't know. Anyways, this is The Rise of the Dragon. It's very large. It's, retails for $60, which is exactly what this cost me for a signed copy, which is fantastic. I love that. This is a visual history of the Targaryens' rise in Westeros. So, kind of like Fire and Blood. Fire and Blood is the textual rise. There we go. Fire and Blood. We'll get to that in a second. This is the visual rise. So, presumably, the artists, or Garcia and Antonsen, just kind of took Fire and Blood and said, let's make it a large, oversized, illustrated book. And this copy is signed by George R.R. Martin himself, which is incredible. It is going to have artwork abundant. This is very much the same size as The World of Ice and Fire, which is a great visual guide to the main series. So it's almost kind of like a reference book in a way. It's got, we're going through the years. And it's kind of giving a history. It's giving you the lay of the land. Look at those illustrations. Just superb. Some of this might be familiar if you have watched House of the Dragon, which I have not finished that series yet. No spoilers. So the Strand Bookstore, the Strand in New York, Books by the Mile. Lots and lots of books. They had George R.R. Martin there for signing. And I don't know if they still have copies available. I'll look online as I'm posting this video and let you know in the link below, in the comments below, if signed copies are still available through the Strand. But it was just regular retail price, $60, which is incredible. They packed it really well. I've received books directly from Beastly Books that were packed more poorly than this. And that's not to say that Beastly Books always packed books poorly. I've purchased a good many books from Beastly Books that have been packed wonderfully. But the most recent one, which was a Clash of Kings illustrated edition, that was a sad pack job. Look at all the art credits. Wow. Man, there was art. There was Mark Simonetti. Oh yeah, that's Mark Simonetti right there. I would say Mark Simonetti did some artwork. I love his artwork. He did great artwork for the Shannara Chronicles that Grimmock has done. Look at those. Look at all those artists. Look at those art credits. Anyways, beautiful, beautiful book. Wonderfully packed. Wonderfully shipped. Beautiful condition. If it is not sold, if it is no longer available on the Strand, you can get it through Beastly Books, which is George R.R. Martin's own little bookstore. A lot of great signed books there. The bookstore was run by Roger Zelensky's daughter, which was really cool. I don't know if she's still there, but she used to be. Anyways, I also picked up this. This is Fire and Blood with illustrations by Doug Wheatley. This is... Oh, I got a spam call coming in. This is Fire and Blood, which is the textual prequel. The Rise of the Targaryens in text form. Signature there by George R.R. Martin. This one also has illustrations abundant, but these are going to be black and white Doug Wheatley illustrations, which I'm okay with. I actually have I already have this actually in the Subterranean Press signed edition, and that is stunning. But hey, when you're given the chance to buy a signed George R. R. Martin paperback, you buy the paperback. You don't question that. You're like, yes, I'm buying this. Especially so it can be used as packing material to help protect the larger novel. But both really stood up against the shipping. I mean, I'm on the western New York. This came from eastern New York City, so it didn't have too far to go. But with the post office being what it is, you don't want to take any chances. And I think these came out great. So seriously, check out the Strand Bookstore. A lot of good signed editions online there. But even if they're sold out, you can go to Beastly Books. Link in the description below for that as well. You can buy them direct. And you can probably buy them on other sites as well. I would stay away from eBay because George R. R. Martin go for quite a pretty penny on eBay. And you can probably just buy them for much cheaper directly through Beastly Books or through other various bookstores. I know the Beastly Books one does charge a little bit of a premium, so I think that's like $80, which is $20 more than retail, which is why the Strand was my go-to choice. But anyways, thank you very much for watching. Thank you to the Strand Bookstore for the beautiful packaging job on these wonderful books, and we'll see you around next time.